Young Nigerians make up the largest population of the growing flow of migrants from Africa to developed countries. In 2016, over 20,000 involved in the Mediterranean Sea crossing were reported to be from Nigeria. In addition, from 2017 until late 2019, hundreds of Nigerian migrants were deported from various destinations, including Italy, Libya, and South Africa. These young people embark on very risky journeys across the globe, and casualties continue to increase daily.
All right, now we will be taking a discussion now, and we have in the studio Josiah Emerole, Director of Public Enlightenment, NAPTIP, in the studio to give us perspectives on these recent happenings. Good morning, and it's good to have you join us.
Good morning. I'm glad to be here.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now, this is, of course, it's no longer news, or I would say everybody is now concerned about this issue of illegal migration all over the world, not just Africa. How much of a problem is it for us here in Nigeria?
Well, I would first of all say that we talk about irregular migration and not really illegal migration, because irregular migration is now the professional word for what we used to call illegal migration. But having said that, it's important to note that issue of irregular migration by Nigerians is quite huge, and it has also become an embarrassment to the people and government of Nigeria, because those illegal movements or irregular movements are very dangerous in nature. Just like you said earlier, many people have died on their way to Europe using those illegal routes and illegal means of movement. And why is it huge? It is huge because everybody wants to improve his or her well-being, the well-being of his or her family, and some feel that we can't make it here. And they are anxious, they are eager to jump into any promise that comes along the way. And many people also, apart from difficulties they may have had, some of them also feel that we cannot make it here. We need to move out. We need to move out. It doesn't matter how we move out. Their own is that there must be a grass that is greener out there than what I am seeing right now. But in that situation, they are ready, or they become vulnerable to any type of promise. They become vulnerable to any type of window that shows that you could move. And that is why traffickers jump at them, because they see that this person wants to go. He feels that there's nothing here for him or her. So we can grab this one. Smugglers of migrants also capitalize on that and begins to make offers on how they can help you to get over to the other side, where you want to go to. Because you see, there's this erroneous belief among our young people that the streets of Europe, the streets of America, even the streets of Togo, which is by the way here, that when you go there, you pick up foreign currencies. I know this value of foreign currency in Nigeria has also become a major problem for us. Where somebody brings in $1 into Nigeria, it becomes big money. So our people, everybody wants to go out to get it. But unfortunately for them, many of them have perished. Many families have lost their loved ones who have embarked on these dangerous journeys to nowhere, journeys to what you cannot even explain.
All right. Now, from the records available to you, are we experiencing an increase or a decrease of this irregular migration? And what are some of the factors fueling this?
Well, I will not say that there's a decrease. I have just painted a picture to you, a picture of the fact that many people feel that the grass over there is greener. Many people feel that job opportunities are not here. Many people believe that even that they are underemployed. What they are even paid cannot take them home. So, and they have seen people who have traveled. They have seen some who have made it. Made it in the sense that, yes, they have come. There's an improvement in the lives of the families of those people. Even though some of them too, when they come with their last savings, and they come here and do a kind of show for people to see that they have done well. And because they have seen some of these things, they want to also go. So, I would say that irregular migration in Nigeria has not decreased. And I can assure you it's not going to decrease in the very nearest future, so long as people want to keep moving. And remember, migration is the right of everybody. Right. Migration is the right of everybody. But what we are saying, if you want to migrate, migrate right. If you want to migrate, migrate for the right reasons. Don't just migrate because you heard people are moving. Then you begin to pursue people who are criminally minded, who want to collect your money to take you to whichever country. And when they take you there, they abandon you and you run into the hands of traffickers. Or because your desperation, your family desperation, traffickers now arrive to your home to show you that they can help you better your life.
Okay. You know, from the scenario you just painted now, it seems like Nigerians do not have the proper education, you know, in pursuing the right channel to migrate legally. Is that so?
Well, I will say yes and I will say no. Well, on the area of no, there are lots of awareness creation out there. For instance, NAPTIP, the agency I represent, has always gone to various locations in this country, propagating this gospel of migrating right. Propagating this gospel of don't fall into the hands of traffickers because of your desperation to make it. Nigeria Immigration Service, which is also the agency, mandated to deal with issues of migration. They are in every part of this country, talking to all people too. And they have done a great job too in creating this awareness. But are the people listening? The people are not listening. They think that so person has gone and he has made it. I too, I will also go there and I will make it. We are very religious. Everybody believes that if this other person didn't make it, it is his own cup of tea. My own, I will make it. My God is one that answers by fire. And when I call him, he will answer me and he will take me there. But that is also not the way to reason about some of these things. Now, on the other hand, there can be also an improvement in whatever awareness creation that we are raising. Everybody has to come together to raise this awareness on migrating rights. The people who want to migrate, you want to migrate, yes, is your right. Why don't you also go and find out how you can migrate right? I told you, Immigration Service has offices in every local government of this country. If anybody walks into any of those offices, they can ask questions. I want to travel. What and what do I need to be able to go? They will be able to tell you the documents that you need. They will be able to tell you some of the problems in various countries, especially where you want to go to. Our people, they wake up, they want to travel. They go to all these Asian countries. And before you know it, they're also carrying drugs. When you make such inquiry, they will tell you, these are the laws against drugs in so country. If you go there, it is death. If you carry drugs, it is death. But we do not want to do those things. Apart from the victims of trafficking, who from the beginning are being deceived, being lured from their comfort zones in the name of trying to help them. But the people who want to be smuggled out at all costs, especially the youths, they are not interested in asking questions. That is why they get involved in all these dangerous journeys. And Nigeria is the loser, because not only are we losing our young people, the image of the country is also at stake. And many people who have traveled, genuinely, they know what they go through in the hands of border securities when they go abroad. Because you are in Nigeria, you are carrying a green passport, they know what they go through. And it is not good for us.
Now, every now and then on social media, for instance, we see videos, that sometimes go viral on social media about Nigerians in other countries that are suffering, one form of dehumanizing treatment or the other and all of that. How much of this irregular migration is a problem to NAPTIP in dealing with, say, bringing those Nigerians back, to the country and all of that?
Thank you for that. When I said Nigeria is suffering from all of this, this is the type of thing we are talking about. We are not talking about the lives that are being lost. We are not talking about the image. We are also talking about spending scarce resources, bringing back Nigerians who did not listen and who embarked on those dangerous journeys. You see down here some unscrupulous elements in the name of travel agents here collude with their colleagues out there, especially Asian countries, Middle East countries, in the name of job labor recruiters. If you check some of those things, these are young men and women who said they went to so place to work. And this is now what is happening. That what they are now seeing is not what they were promised. Now, the agents here collude with the agent over there, and they say there's a job. And they move with these people. After signing all manner of papers, they get visas. This set of people we are talking about, they go by air. They get visas to those countries in the name of going there to work as a domestic servant, as an attendant in one business or the other, and what have you. And the next thing, you now discover that they are just being taken there for sexual exploitation. Even as they are doing the domestic work, the Oga of the house is also sexually exploiting the child or the person. You are calling your agent here, this is what is happening to me. He said, yes, you have to do your job. Meanwhile, the money is also not coming to you. The agent here is collecting the money and sharing with the other. And when you begin to say you want to go back, they will tell you, no, we have paid so amount of money for your service. So, except you are going to return that money, you cannot go. All manner of things, violence come into it. And any opportunity that person now has to shout out through the social media, they begin to shout out. And Nigeria, as a country, being a responsible one, will not keep quiet. Agencies of government will have to rise to the occasion to see how they can bring back these people. So, a lot of money is being spent trying to trace these people first of all, and then arranging to helping them to return to Nigeria. And it doesn't end there. When you even help them to return, you have to begin to factor in how to reintegrate them into society, how to rehabilitate them so that they can live like normal human beings. And it is also money, the scarce resources that we are talking about. So, when we talk about people traveling for the right reasons, we are doing that to avoid this situation, this scenario that I'm painting. Because a lot of it, they are there. And we have continued to say, the embassies of some of those countries that are here, for goodness sake, work with agencies of government before you give visa to some of these people. You give a visa to somebody who cannot even speak Arabic or even write it to go to a place like Saudi.
All right.
So,
You understand?
yes.
And I have seen some people, I'm an Igbo man, I have seen some people who are from my place, in the course of this, we intercepted them. And in the course of this, you now begin to ask, you only speak Igbo language and some English. So how do you intend to communicate when you get there? So it's a problem.
Okay. Now, would you say, the economic adversity Nigeria is facing is a driver, of irregular migration?
You see, irregular migration across the world is economic reasons that is actually driving it, and Nigeria is not an exception. So you cannot say only Nigeria, across the world, because what is everybody looking for? Economic benefit to enhance their living standard. As I'm talking to you, there are also foreigners who are in Nigeria, who came into Nigeria. Some of them are trafficked victims who were also brought here. What is it that also brought those people or made them to be brought here? Economic reasons. So, economic reason is a driver.
Okay, now you talked about these travel agents,
Yes.
and I would like for us to talk about them further. Who monitors these travel agents to certify their legitimacy? And what kind of collaboration do we see, say between NAPTIP and the various Nigerian embassies in, some of these countries as well?
Well, talking about the travel agencies, about on labor recruitment is the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment that regulates those who are into labor recruitment. When I say travel agents, I'm not talking about all of them. There are those who have gone into labor recruitment for foreign countries. And these ones are the ones that the Ministry of Labor and Employment regulates. Unfortunately, many others have also gone into labor recruitment without also not going to the Ministry of Labor to get registered or to get licensed. And even those that have been licensed have also joined the others to get into illegal activities. Because there are rules, there are procedures that are put on ground on how these people should recruit these people and send them. But many of them are not following it. But I think that what needs to be done, which we in NAPTIP have always talked about, is to ensure that these people are regulated more than being done presently. Secondly, our security agencies at various entry and exit points need to up their games, because it shouldn't be anybody who comes with a passport, with travel document, you now say, yes, this person, because he has this, he should go. We need to think deeper, ask deeper questions, because we have seen some people that we have intercepted, and by the time they come, somebody will tell you that he or she is going to India. You now ask, what are you going there to do? The person doesn't know what he's going there to do. Who are you going to meet? The person tells you that. That's true. By the time we begin to investigate, they'll tell you that I was told that when I get there, I should call this person in Nigeria, who will now call somebody who will come and pick me. We've seen people who have said they are going there for surgery. By the time we conduct search on this person does not have one single foreign currency. Then who is going to pay? You can't get any answer. Now, what is NAPTIP doing? What is the relationship with NAPTIP, between NAPTIP and the regulators? For us, we maintain very robust relationship with the Ministry of Labor, Immigration Service, the Customs, and all the people over there. But the fact is that those people need to do more, because most times we, NAPTIP, are on the receiving end. Because when it happens, Nigerians are shouting, NAPTIP, what are you people doing there? What are you people doing there? We are not at the exit and entry points. Those people there are our eyes. We are not there because we don't want to be there. We are not there because by policy of government, those people are supposed to do the work there and send to us. Right. So they need to do more for the safety of all of us and the image of the country.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the program this morning. We hope to have you next time.
Thank you.
All right.